Your bulletin, commuters in the Western Cape are being forced to find alternative means of transport this morning. That's because taxi operators have opted to stay away from the roads in protest against several issues.
Now, these include the issue of heavy traffic fines, vehicle impoundments, and the scrapping of the Blue Dot pilot program. Now, earlier on this morning, a bus was set alight in Khayelitsha. Our reporter Nasiphi is actually at the scene for us. She's live to us now in Cape Town today. Nasiphi, of course, people are scrambling to find alternatives. At this time of the morning, the taxi rank where you at would be bustling with activity, but it's quiet now for obvious reasons.
Indeed, I mean, the Khayelitsha Site C taxi rank resembles a ghost town. We would not even be able to stand like this for so long without us being moved due to how busy this section of Khayelitsha is, particularly around this time, people making their way to and from school and work. So you can imagine the impact that it has had, seeing that there aren't any taxis operating on the various routes in Khayelitsha, a string of commuters standing and waiting for buses to arrive and other means or modes of transport to get to their various destinations. But the two-day taxi stay away called on by Santaco earlier on this month and announced last week has obviously been marred by the violence that we saw and attack on other public modes of transport. And I'm joined by Uneba here from Santaco. Sir, thank you so much for your time. But earlier on, there was a Golden Arrow bus up in flames in Khayelitsha. We understand that there's more buses. But just last week, you came out very strongly against violence towards other taxi modes, or transport modes, rather.
Good morning to you and good morning to all the viewers at home. In response to the issue of buses, we have issued a statement as Santaco encouraging our people not to involve themselves in violent attacks or activities. We have even issued a letter to Golden Arrow bus services telling them about the action that we are going to take today, which is a stay away. So we cannot take any responsibility and be accountable of what happens out there.
Are your members aware of the stance that you've taken, that it's going to be a peaceful 2 days while you put pressure on government to extend the Blue Dot taxi program? And should it be found that it is perhaps maybe a taxi driver who is involved, what actions will you be taking?
We have informed our members and we have issued a statement to our members. If it so happens that one of our members is involved in that, then we take drastic action against that particular member. And that what is known, by all our members in the province, that we don't encourage violent attacks.
A 2-day stay away. Earlier on this month, you spoke about nearly 2/3 of commuters in the province are transported by taxi and minibuses. Do we know the financial implications the 2-day stay away has on the industry?
Yeah, we will lose about 9 million today and tomorrow. In total, that will be about 18 million because of this stay away. But I must say we are prepared to carry out those expenses because we want to fight for our rights. We would like the government to at least adhere to our plea.
Thank you so much. Neba there from Santaco in the Western Cape, speaking about the violence that has marred their 2-day stay away. And we do understand that the stay away is indeed to put pressure on provincial government to extend the Blue Dot taxi program, which incentivizes driver for good behavior, good driving behavior, and also curbs in a way the illegal operations that ultimately lead to violent conflicts. And one of the other issues that the taxi industry would like government wanted to attend to is the City of Cape Town bylaws in regards to the impounding of their vehicles. A number of issues that the taxi industry has, and they are saying that they are willing to go the 2 days and lose out on millions of rands just for their cause. However, we heard from Unceba now that should it be found that one of their taxi drivers or associations that is affiliated to them is responsible for the violence that we saw, or the violent attacks on the various public modes of transport in Khayelitsha and in other parts of Cape Town, they will indeed act very harshly or strongly towards or against them.
Nasiphi Sami, thanks very much indeed for that live reporting. Nasiphi is live to us there from Cape Town in the Western Cape.